Today's topic is pensions. And while it's common to think of all of your employer-related retirement accounts as pension accounts, I'm specifically referring to defined benefit plans. So if you have one, there may be a stream of income for life at retirement or a lump sum option to roll out. So whether you're changing jobs or it's time to retire, or maybe your employer got bought out by another company, if this is a benefit you have, not only don't lose sight of it, but understand the rules and regulations behind it, so when it's time to turn it on, it fits clearly into your own individual retirement income plan. Now let's take a look at some of the common elections that people take for defined benefit plans. For many, they may take the life-only option. As you get a monthly benefit, as long as you're alive it continues. If you pass, it's over. Well, what if you have a spouse? Most plans would have various spousal options so that you and your spouse, as long as one of you's alive, there is some kind of continuation of monthly income. If you both pass away, obviously it's over. If you have a child, or maybe you don't have a spouse, most plans have what's called a period certain option, where for 5, 10, 15 years, if you were to pass away before those times, somebody would get the money for those periods of times. Typically you for life, someone else is covered for those periods. And it's more common we're seeing now as where plans have lump sum options, meaning you don't want one of the income options, you want to move the money out and roll it into your own IRA. Another lump sum option may be a fully taxable cash distribution to you at retirement. Out of all of these elections that I've mentioned, that would be the one I would most strongly discourage. Now, different plans have different rules. Most private plans are under ERISA, the government rules that require both levels of funding over time and also participation in the government insurance plan, PBGC, or Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation. So for example, you're retired, you're taking your pension, and your former employer is now bankrupt. Well, what happens to you? Well, typically then the PBG takes over that pension plan, continues your income, maybe not for the same amount, but you've got some protection there. Other plans are designated church plans. They may or may not be under ERISA rules. They may not have to be. They may not have the same required level of funding. It's important to really understand what this is before you make your election. So guarantees vary and guarantees matter. ERISA rules, as I mentioned, have very specific guidelines and funding requirements. Church plans may or may not. I'm not saying they're good or bad. I'm just saying that's something to be aware of. If you're doing your own individual pension, say in the form of an annuity, really need to understand and work with your advisor on what are the guarantees and the protections and the ratings of the company you're working with. If it's an investment account, you may not have any protection. It may be really needing to understand the level of risk you're willing to deal with. So while you have a lot of choices, I'm going to encourage that you really approach this in tandem with an experienced professional who's done this before and clearly has your best interest in mind.